And rolling the ball up and down the fingers. And into the palm. And the pads of the pinky. And the thumb. And across the knuckles. And I think it is the day for the fingers. So let's pinch between the thumb and the index finger. The middle finger. The ring finger. And the pinky. And move to the other hand, and the same thing. Ring. No, middle. I do that every time. Middle finger. Ring finger. And pinky. And today, let's bounce. Switching speed, switching hands, switching tempos. Missing every once in a while. And 3, 2, 1. Leave it on the ground. Assess the feet. And step on the ball right in the middle. 3 times. Hello, Don. And moving it up to the knuckles. Pressing once, going across. And pivoting on the heel, moving across the knuckles. Bringing the ball to the center of the foot and wiggling the toes. And bringing the ball to the crease between the knuckles and the toes and pressing the toes into the ball. Bringing the toes off and separating. Toes back on the ball and pressing. Ball in the middle of the foot and wiggling. And then scribble. And 3, 2, 1. Release, reassess, and move to the other foot. Pressing down 3 times. Knuckles. Scoot it across the knuckles. Bring it to the middle of the foot and wiggle the toes. In the crease and press into the ball. Release and separate the toes. Press into the ball. And bring it back to center and wiggle. 3, 2, 1, and scribble. Three, 2, 1. Get the ball out of the way. Reassess. And shake that tree. And center. Nice breath. Twist at the waist, swing the arms. And center. With some ocean wave breathing. Fingers and thumb at the base of the spine, step out, gather in starlight. And center, go the other way. Center, deep breath, one more. And we'll march in place. Or jog. So today we're going to be doing some upper body postural adjustments. Nothing too strenuous, just working the muscles up in the neck and the back to keep our head up and back and straight. And ears over our shoulders and shoulders over our hips, so that our hips are over our ankles and everything's nice and straight in a line. You can do whatever you want to get the heart rate going here, including just doing what you're doing. I think I'll do some side jumps. Remember, you can just walk it if you want. I'm going to be doing it from leg to leg with a little bit of a leap, tiny leap. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. Twenty, 25. 2 deep breaths. Interlacing the fingers, raising the hands above the head. Up towards the sky. Extend back if you can. Squeeze the glutes. Looking up. Back to center and to one side. And then the other. Center. Lower the hands to the chest. Press out. And down. Interlace the hands behind the back. Raise. Up. A little more. And come down. Shrug. And roll back. Of course, these are all good for the posture too, and we do them every day, but we're going to load it on today. 3, 4. Hands out. Circle. Switch directions. One palm down, one palm up, flip flop. Pick up speed. And cross one arm right below the neck and press in on the elbow. And then the other. First arm behind the back, pressing down on the elbow. And then the other. Put your hands on your elbows and rock back and forth. Extend one arm, pull back on the fingers, facing up. And facing down. And flopped. Other hand up. And down. And flopped. Let's rotate the neck. Other direction. Nod. Go ear to shoulder. Look up. Look down. One side on one shoulder. Look over one shoulder. And then the other. Side lunge. Other way. Come back to center, hinge at the waist. Bring your feet in if you need to, but keep your head back as you reach your hands down and stretch your hamstrings. Don't have to hit the floor. Just feel that stretch in the back of your legs. And come up, turn to the side. Back heel is try to touch the floor. If it's not, stretching the calf. And turn the other way. Same thing. And back to center, and we'll grab a stick. Going to do the original Puya stick routine, starting with a flip flop. And a big circle out. And in. Bring it to the chest and flop the wrists. And then bring the stick down. And go laterally. And switch directions. Bring the stick behind the back in the crook of the elbows. And twist at the waist. Lean back if you can do extensions. And come up. Bring the stick up to the neck. Don't worry, we'll do the pigeon peck later. And twist the body, keeping the head and hips facing forward. Bring the stick up over the head. And in front and then back over the head. If you can get it down further, good. If not, just as far as you can go. Stretch those shoulders. And bring stick in front, to the side, and on top, swing it behind. Other hand. And right in the middle, let's go up on our toes. Heels, toes, heels, toes, heels. Toes, heels, 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 and let's put the stick down. So we're going to start with some Brugger's retractions. So you're going to put your hands at 90 degrees in front of you, bring it to the parallel. Your shoulders are retracted, hold, and bring it back. And retract the shoulder blades and hold, and back. And retract, and back. And retract, and back. One more. Retract, and back. Again, the whole object is to have this head back as if a string from the heavens is suspending it. Your ears are over your shoulders, shoulders are over your hips. Let's bring a hand overhead. Don't bend, just stretch that shoulder in the other direction and hold. Want to parallel with your ear and come down, other way. And back to the first. Other way. Two more. All right, we're going to tuck in our chin. And rather than just peck, let's just hold it. And release. And tuck. And release. Tuck. And release. Tuck. Release. One more. Tuck. And release. All right, now we want to go back against the wall. You want your hips, shoulders, and head touching. If you can get the back of your feet against the wall, great. If you can't, that's all right. Just to have them out a couple of inches. But try to get hips, shoulder blades, back of your head, and your arms touching. You're going to come straight out and go up and down. Up and down. We'll do 10 of these. 4. And come down, shake it out. Arms at 45 degrees, up to the shoulders and down. And 10. And down. Now put your arms in front of you like so, and reach up so you're plucking that cherry right over your head. Last one. Now cross your arms and bring them out. Far back as you can go, squeezing the scapula together. One more. Take it out. Going to do the big circle around the clock. Arms parallel with your ears. And let's go back to the wall. and see if we're able to get against that wall just a little bit more than we were before, and reach up and down. And 10. Nice deep breath. Rub those hands together. Cultivate some chi and form a chi ball. It shall dance us wherever it wants to go. Shifting weight. One column to the other. Like water flowing. And centering. 2 breaths. And we'll open our hearts. Centering. And sending it out. Deep breaths. And bringing down heavenly chi. Bringing up earth chi. And aha. Namaste.
You, Tom?
You're very welcome.
Thanks,
Hey,
Tom.
Don. Hey, John. How are you? It's a Five Tibetans Day. Yay, Five Tibetans. I just came across 2 other iterations of the Five Tibetans. There's these 2 brothers who are in their 20s or so, the Tap brothers, who do a lot of exercise videos. And they just put out an email the other day saying, well, one of them said, you know, I came across this amazing exercise called the Five Tibetans. It goes back 2,500 years, blah, 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 blah. So, and then there's a woman from Australia who did a rewrite of the original book that brought the Five Tibetans to the West in the 1930s. Also fascinating. So I'm going to incorporate one of the modifications that I got from watching how they do things if you care to, particularly for your neck, if you have neck issues. All right, enough talk. We're going to spin, but if you want to, as a modification, you can just twist at the waist and swing the arms up to 11s. And then take 2 deep breaths. Oh, Alaska thinks we're doing cat, but we're not today. We showed up right on time. I'm going to the floor. Oops, that's the right camera. Huh. There we go. All right. So we're on our backs. So the feet are on the floor. Hands are either by the side or under the back to support the lower back if you need support there, or under the neck for support up there. And in the modified versions, the soles of the feet lift at the same time that the head, neck, and shoulders come up. Unmodified, legs are extended and come up to a 90-degree angle. Do what's right for you. Under 65, starting now. And then take 2 nice deep breaths. We're going to get on our knees. Hands on the back of the thighs. Now, I always say, if you can't do back extensions, just come back on your knees and come forward. If you can't do back extensions, but you want to protect your neck more, rather than bringing your neck all the way back, and this is from the tap pose, you can extend your neck back, extend your back, but keep your neck straight, rather than looking up. Whatever works for you. Or let's do 11. 1, 2. And 11. Take a couple of breaths. Yeah, we're going to sit down. Variations on this. Starting with your hands are by your side with the fingers facing forward, or if you prefer, you could turn the fingers facing the other way and put the hands behind you. You can have soles of the feet on the floor, In the modified version, come up in the inverted table. In the regular version, they're extended. And I will do 6 modified and 5 regular, starting now. 1, 2, and then take a couple of breaths. Going to come over onto all fours. In the modified version, just come up into a cobra from all fours on the table. In the unmodified version, you start at down dog and go into an up dog. I'll do 6 and 5. Starting now. And when you're done, turn around, come down. Cross your legs however feels comfortable for you today. We're going to do a half lotus. And we're going to circle 6 times in one direction, 5 in the other. And then switch the position of the legs. You could do it sitting up or bending over, as I will do. Got a slight cramp in my leg there. Switch. And I'm going to go the other way today, just because I can. 1, 2, 3. And 11. Whatever leg was in front goes behind, or if it was on top, it goes below. We'll do 5 in the original direction, 6 in the second way. Pausing between the last round to stretch out. All right, I'm going to stretch out in front. Hands out in front of me. Let's do 2 sets of 4-6 breathing. So that's the count of 4 in and then exhale to the count of 6. If you want to go longer, if you want to do 6-8 or 6-10, that's fine. If you want to do shorter, 2-4, that's great too. Whatever works for you. I'm going to do 4-6 starting now. Going over the left knee, again, 2 sets of 4-6, a great breath for calming down. So Tom, I think that was 2, might have been 3. We'll go to the right knee. Coming up. Side down.
Thanks, Tom. Have a great day.
You too, Hal. Take
Okay.
care. Bye-bye.
Jonathan, I have to speak to you right after this.
Okay, thanks, Tom.
You're welcome, John. Take care.
Thank you,
Take
Tom.
care, T.
Okay, take care.
Yep, another birthday today.
Yeah, that's right.
She's getting old. Catching up with us.
Yeah, indeed.
Love you. Take care.
Okay, thank you.
It's
Bye-bye.
your birthday?
No, it's
No.
our daughters, my daughters.
Oh, okay, congratulations.
Thank you.
Stay cool, Richard.